When I was buying my very first house and researching mortgage options, I learned a very important lesson that still sticks to me to this day as I am making financial decisions. And if you're looking into a cash value life insurance policy like an IUL, this is going to help you think through your decisions as well. You see, the type of loan that I wanted to use for my house was not a traditional mortgage product. I was looking for a product to pay for the sales and also have funds to fix the house all in one mortgage. And I literally talked to over 20 different loan officers who all told me that what I was talking about was crazy and 100% could not be done. I had to hustle hard and dig through the depths of the internet to figure out how to find mortgage lenders who knew the product I was looking for and were able to deliver on it. Because I was confident that what I was looking for was real, and because I was super clear on what I was trying to accomplish, I did not listen to those 20 plus loan officers that were trying to convince me to get a traditional mortgage and forget about what I was trying to do. And because I did not listen to them, 9 years after buying that property, I had enough runway and leeway to exit my 9 to 5. So whenever I'm looking to do something that requires me to work with a professional in their industry, I always leave room that, hey, this person might have a license, this person might have an official title, but that does not mean that every single word that comes out of their mouth is 100% true and correct. I don't know if the 20 loan officers that I spoke to legitimately did not know about the product I was talking about, or if they were intentionally saying that I should not get it because they did not have it and they wanted to keep the commission. I have no idea. But the thing that I'm clear on, and the thing that I would like you to be clear on, is just because someone has a license doesn't necessarily mean that they are 100% correct in what they believe. They might give misinformation or have different understanding based on what their experience is. So what does this have to do with you wanting a cash value life insurance policy? If you're getting a cash value life insurance policy that is optimized to maximize your cash growth in there, it has to be designed by a person. It has to be designed by an insurance broker or an insurance agent. And so you have to find and work with an agent that is able to do that for you. If you'd like to work with me, the link is in the description. But no matter who you work with, step number one is you want to have a good understanding of how this policy is going to fit into your long-term goal. For myself, when I was purchasing that first house, I was very clear that I wanted to fix her upper. I also did not have the funds to fix that house. So any mortgage option that was not going to include having money to fix a house in that mortgage was not going to work for me. You want that same kind of clarity on where in your financial plan this policy fits. Is this a policy primarily to leave funds for your kids? Is this a policy primarily to have funds in there in the next year or two to buy your rental property? Is this a policy primarily for you to have funds in 15 years, a supplemental retirement? You want to have one clear understanding and one clear goal of what this policy is going to do for you. That way, when you decide that you are going to get this policy, you can quickly look to see if it actually meets your goals that you are going to have or not. And that also helps you to understand whether or not you have the actual budget to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So if you want a policy that's going to allow you to buy a rental property next year, but you do not have enough funds to put into that policy in order to have enough to actually deposit on a house, then maybe that policy is not a good fit at this time. Or maybe the primary goal for that policy needs to be a little bit different. Being crystal clear on how this policy helps your financial goals is going to be really important so that as you start to talk to insurance brokers or insurance agents, you can easily evaluate what people are telling you and matching to see if it aligns with what your co-vision is. The second part of this is understanding the overarching key mechanics of a cash value policy and deciding if whether or not what comes with that is cool with you. If you're getting a cash value policy, you're not just paying for the insurance, you're paying over and above that. And the bet that you're making is you are going to live long enough to take advantage of the money compounding over time. So if you don't have patience or you don't like the idea of some of your funds being tied up for an insurance payment in order for you to have the benefits that come with cash value life insurance, then it may not be a good fit for you, which is okay. But this goes back to our first point, which is you have to be clear on what you want and how this fits into your vision. And that will help you decide whether or not the trade-offs that come with the cash value policy are okay with you if the policy helps you to achieve your long-term vision. If you're not clear on what it is that you want to do, if you're not clear on how cash value life insurance works, unfortunately, what that means is any comments, any disagreement, whether it be from your neighbor, whether it be from an agent that doesn't understand how that works, whether it be for a sibling, If you're not grounded and rooted within yourself and what you're trying to accomplish, all these comments from people who don't understand what your vision is or what you're trying to do or how this connects with it are unfortunately going to influence you to shy away from something based on their lack of understanding. If I had listened to the loan officers that were telling me that what I was trying to do was not possible, my life would be very different right now and not in a good way. Once you're clear on how this fits into your long-term vision and you're clear on the mechanics of how this works, unfortunately, there are some things that could make it where you cannot get one of these policies. I talk about that in this video. In the end, this is life insurance and not every single person gets approved. So make sure you watch that video so you don't get too deep in the weeds and doing all this research for something that might not be a good fit for you. I will see you there.